Hello and welcome to my garden here at the Hunter's Stride in Edinburgh. I started this vlog in early April so that you could see how much the plants have developed to put on a really good show in May. Like most areas, we've had a lot of rain this winter, but as my garden opening is quite early this year, it's on the 10th of May, then I thought it was time to get out there and have a look to see what needed doing before the great day. So why don't you come along and join me? What is very obvious is just how green the garden is, and within the green, how many different shades there are. I do have quite a few evergreen shrubs, which certainly stop the garden looking too bare over the winter, but just now a lot more greenery is supplied by all the spring bulbs. But there are good patches of colour too. Usually I fill my pots with annuals, which give a great show of colour throughout the summer months. But it's too early just now for a really good display, so this year I decided to plant polyanthus and wallflowers, and they're looking quite splendid. Most of the rhododendrons are not in flower yet, though I do have one called Christmas Cheer, which has been in flower since last November. And I think 6 months flowering is pretty good going. As well as the usual greenery, I've got quite a few shrubs that have very colourful leaves. The outstanding ones I have are Pieris japonica and Photinia pink crispy. I've cut the grass once or twice over the winter and it's looking pretty good, so no emergency measures are needed this year. And my very good friend Roger the robot can take over lawn maintenance for the next few months. I'm optimistic about May's colourful display, but just an hour after these photos were taken, the snow came to dash my hopes. But not surprisingly, it didn't last long. It's now early May, and we've had quite a few nice warm sunny days. And you can see, looking round the garden, how many more splashes of colour there are, mostly courtesy of the tulips and the rhododendrons. And this is how the garden looks 4 weeks on from when you last had a look at it. And the little white cat you can see at the top of the picture is not Tosh. There are 2 of these little visitors that come into the garden, and they're almost identical to Tosh. The sun has certainly disappeared, but the colours have popped up, just as I thought they would. There are quite a lot of alliums in this bed, and they're just about to pop open. And the wallflowers, the polyanthus and some pansies there, are looking brighter than ever, so a really good display. At the moment the tulips are the stars of this bed, but the bluebells won't be far behind. And these glorious rhododendrons certainly take some beating with their beautiful big brightly coloured blooms. This is another bed where the brightly coloured tulips are the stars. But this time they're joined by Euphorbia Fireglow. Absolutely gorgeous, all these shades of red. I've had this beautiful yellow tree peony for several years now. I got it as a cutting, and this is only the 2nd year that it's flowered. And I'm so pleased that this lovely blue camassia has opened up in time for the garden opening. And those lovely pots of flowers, even brighter and more beautiful than before. If you live in the Edinburgh area and you're not busy on 10th of May 2026, it would be lovely to see you here in my garden. At the bottom of the flyer is a QR code, and if you have a smartphone, simply open the camera app and point it at the QR code to read the embedded data. But even if you can't manage to come and visit the garden in person, I do hope you've enjoyed the photos of the flowers and the plants and just the general growth in the garden. Please, please keep your fingers crossed for me for good weather. If it rains, it certainly won't be such a good day. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.